The time to prepare yourself physically is now. There's not going to be any time to condition yourself when you're scrambling to keep things together if the lights ever went out. In defeating yourself, in conquering, in one-upping yourself, in personal besting yourself, in physical fitness, you are training yourself to push through adversity. Not only in physical situations, but in mental situations, in emotional situations. That's going to carry over into every other aspect of your life. If you want to lose weight, you need to go to bed hungry and you need to train your ass off. That's all there is to it. Laziness is going to kill you. Wanted to talk a bit today about getting jacked for shit hits the fan. You never know when it's going to happen, so if you're a person who's out of shape, that's okay. We all have bad habits that we're trying to kick. Nobody's perfect. This is not meant to be a judgmental video. This is only intended for the people who want to hear it. So if you're looking for motivation on how to get in shape, then this is the video for you. I'm here to tell you it's not going to be easy. Okay, there's no special diet. There is absolutely no secret to losing weight whatsoever. If you want to lose weight, you need to have a calorie deficit and you need to do cardiovascular exercise. You need to be burning more calories than you're taking in. That's 90% of it. The other 10% of it is going to be eating schedules, so looking at things like intermittent fasting, not eating at certain times of the day, like before you go to bed. And then you further get into, divvy up your macronutrients. But in my experience, people who like to go there and try to dabble in the specifics are just trying to avoid the number one thing, which is 90% of it, which is eating less than you need. That's what you have to do. If you're not going to bed somewhat hungry, then I'm sorry, my friend, but you're not burning calories. When your body is in the ketogenic state where you're actually burning fat, you're going to be hungry. So if you're going to bed satiated, fully satiated, chances are you're not burning fat. And if you're doing cardiovascular exercise and you're not sweating, then chances are you're not burning a lot of calories. If you want to be in the best physical shape that you can be in order to increase your chances of survival, you got to train with intensity. None of this, I'm going to try to diet bullshit. Pardon my language, but there's something about when people say try with regards to something that is so bloody concrete. If you have to try to do that, how the hell are you going to succeed at doing something which is incredibly more difficult? Calories in, calories out. Self-discipline, self-restraint. Take pride in not eating. Take pride in going to bed hungry. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is I'm 220 pounds right now. I was bulking all winter. That's what I do. I do bulking and cutting. I will cut off 20 pounds in 2 months. I don't say I'm going to try to cut 20 pounds in 2 months. I could say I'm going to try to be a better person. That is something which is, more challenging. When it's something so cut and dry as losing weight, I'm not going to try to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what it takes in order to do it. And that's all there is to it. And I have my inner Jimmy rants coming out right now. So pardon, but I'm passionate about this issue. And I don't speak from this from a haughty sort of pompous place where I'm trying to think that I'm better than you. Look, all I've done is followed through with what I said. I'm just persistent. And there's nothing special about what I do. It's just doing what I have to do. That's all there is to it. If you want to lose weight, you need to go to bed hungry and you need to train your ass off. That's all there is to it. Laziness is going to kill you in the end. And it's not only physical fitness, it's not only the aesthetic, it's not only the strength or the speed or all the different characteristics that you're going to improve at. It's defeating yourself mentally. That's what it comes down to. It's, can you defeat yourself mentally? I did a video, one of my first videos ever back in the day, and it was about how far can you push yourself? Can you push yourself to the limit? And I postulated in that video that most people couldn't push themselves to even 50% of their maximum capacity. Lots of people, when they think they're at 50% of their capacity, or 90%, let's say, are really probably not even halfway there. Because a lot of people are in this lowballing mode with themselves where they are very pessimistic about their own potential. And I'm here to tell you, in defeating yourself, in conquering, in one-upping yourself, in personal besting yourself, in physical fitness, you are training yourself to push through adversity, not only in physical situations, but in mental situations, in emotional situations. That's going to carry over into every other aspect of your life. So I'm just here to tell you today that it is not complicated. Don't buy into all this bullshit. You do not need, and I know this has been said, but you guys really have to hear this. You do not need any supplements to lose weight whatsoever. The best thing you can do if you want a supplement to lose weight is caffeine, because that's going to get your ass moving. Other than that, and that's cheap. You watch my video on caffeine pills for survival kits. It's $8 for 100 pills of caffeine. And yeah, you want to do that within reason. If you have heart problems, consult with your physician prior to embarking on that. Look, when it comes to losing weight and gaining muscle, one common mistake people who are larger make is that they're trying to build muscle while trying to lose weight. And I'm here to tell you that it's very difficult to try to make both of those things your priorities. You pretty much have to focus on losing the weight. Now, here's the kicker, is that you have a lot of muscle under there. From carrying all that weight around over the years, you've built up a lot of muscle mass. So that's something to keep in mind, is that you've built up muscle by carrying around all that weight over the years. So there's muscle underneath there. So it's just a matter of peeling back the layers inch by inch. Now, I'm here to tell you, it is not complicated. Now, I know someone's going to come on here and say, oh, well, you don't want to go too fast because, look, you're not going to go too fast, okay? Most people aren't even going to approach it. So stop trying to make excuses. If it's something you want to do, look, if it's something you don't want to do, then I'm not trying to tell you to go and lose weight. If that's not your intention, I don't look at a person who's heavier set and judge that person. But if that person is telling me that they want to lose weight and they, for whatever reason, can't do it and they're looking for my advice, this video is for that person. It is so incredibly straightforward. There could not be anything more concrete and straightforward than trying to get in shape. It is the most simplest pursuit that you could possibly embark upon. So if you want to do it, do it. It is not rocket science. It is simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Just do what you have to do. Train insane. Go to bed hungry. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not saying starve yourself. I'm saying cut your calories. Be on a calorie deficit. You need to count your calories. Oh, but it takes too long to count. Look, it takes 2 minutes a day to count your calories, all right? If you're serious about cutting down and you're serious about getting shape, it will take you combined total. Once you get used to counting your calories, there's apps, there's the internet, there's reading the back of the box. It is so bloody simple to do this. There's absolutely no excuse for you to not count your calories. Keep a journal. If you're not doing that, you absolutely do not know how much you're eating. You can make a guesstimate, but I guarantee you that a guesstimate will be off. Even myself, who's been counting calories for 3 years, even I guesstimate and I typically overestimate, even though I try to be conservative when I write it down. if I'm just going through a day and I'm guessing, typically I'm over what I thought I was over. Because those little things add up. That little piece of cheese, that cracker, that, can of Coke or whatever, 100 calories, all of those things I just listed off. So keep that in mind, is that you need to be structured. You need to have discipline and enjoy the pain of it. That's the beauty of it. When you go to bed hungry and you wake up a little hungry, you are going to know that you're making progress. And that first few days is going to be the hardest. I guarantee you, after that, you're going to have this, you're not going to want to eat much. Your body's going to adapt. Okay, and this is one of the benefits of intermittent fasting, is that you're actually going to be more energized. And I don't know if it's an evolutionary thing that goes back to our bodies producing more human growth hormone and being able to tap into those tucked away energy sources within our body, those fat stores, when we need to go and hunt an animal, when the tribe hasn't been successful for a week and we all haven't eaten for a week. I don't know what it is, but there's something about fasting and limiting and restricting your diet which actually is energizing. You feel lighter, you feel better. Don't succumb to it. Take pride in saying no. Every time you say no, every time you go to bed hungry, you just get a little bit stronger every single time. So I'm going to conclude with that. I wish you all the best of luck in your pursuits. The time to prepare yourself physically is now. There's not going to be any time to condition yourself when you're scrambling to keep things together if the lights ever went out. That's all I have today. Thanks for watching. Canadian Prepper out.